I missed you, dude.
Happy New Year, Lou.
Happy New Year, man. You know, we didn't get to talk. We didn't get that final. Is A&M beating St. Mary? So since then, A&M has won an NCAA tournament game. A&M has lost an NCAA tournament game. So I'm going to give you that, take a moment and your thoughts on Bucky year one, the emotions, the experience, and where are you at heading into year two?
Like I sent you a text early this week, said top 3 seasons of me following Aggie basketball. I've been really started covering Aggie basketball in 1993. Some really long years in the 90s. I saw Logan Lee the other day, too. I told him the same thing. He said, top 3. I said, yeah. I said, 2007, 2016. Of course, I had really high expectations for both those teams. And both of them went to Sweet 16. This year, no expectations at all coming in. So pleasantly surprised how the fight, love the style, love the foundation they laid, and just really love everything about Bucky and what he's doing here. And he's just such an easy guy to root for. So relatable, down to earth. He just, if you saw the videos of him, leaving the hotel in Oklahoma City, the way he just embraced the fans and has embraced all the cultures and traditions of Texas A&M, and again, he's so easy to root for, and especially on the heels of the last guy who was not easy to root for. Not for me at all.
I think you've made that clear, and I know you're not alone about the last guy maybe not being as easy to root for. And with Bucky, okay, why is Bucky so easy to root for? For me, I like the honesty. He has told us when his team stunk. He's told us when they need to play better. He's answered the questions in a way that I understand them without him trying to redefine every concept and word. I think he's funny. He also makes me laugh in a light way. So I just feel like he's a real human.
I just don't think he takes himself that seriously. It's like after the Auburn game where, he got on the plane. He was telling A&M fans not to be a millisecond late. It was like, oh, that's funny. I mean, that's good stuff. And I like the way he talks to the players. I like, I've gotten to know him, and he's just such a down-to-earth guy. I say that over and over again, but, and the last guy, he lived next door to where I work, and I never got to know him, really. I mean, he refused to have anybody really know him outside of the, Team Bus 1. And that used to drive me crazy, too.
Team Bus thing, yeah.
Oh, God, because basically what he was saying is no one on Team Bus 2 or no one else matters except for Team Bus 1. And anyway, again, just a lot of little things that just drove me nuts about him. And so, have a great time in Maryland for at least one more year.
Everything you've said, I can echo to the 100th power. I thought it's one of the funnest seasons I've seen. I think it's one of the greatest coaching jobs year one. No, I think it's
the SEC Coach of the Year.
Yeah, easy, but we know how the media votes. It's the media's fault. I mean, blame me and my people. So,
I'm not blaming you, brother.
And it's one of those things. And maybe the highest compliment I could say is I wish year two was I wish the season was starting tomorrow for year two. I can't wait to see more. What higher compliment can I give you as a fan, to be fair? So that's where I'm at with all of this. Going over.
Yeah, same way. I mean, I was not at all surprised that A&M lost to Houston. Disappointed that it was a 31-point game because I didn't think that was going to happen. But, Houston just a lot better than A&M, and they proved it. But I was sad the season ended. I was like, I was sad at the Kentucky game because it was the last home game of the year. This was a lot of fun to go to the games every time we had a home game. I really look forward to it, and so grateful that I didn't give up on them because I told Bucky, I was like, hey, there's part of me after the way Buzz left is like, you know what? I'm not sure if I want to do this anymore. I'm not sure if I want to continue to buy season tickets. I've bought them since 1998. So, yeah, I'm really glad I did. And next year I may even move up and pay more.
You're debating, pondering, taking a break just for your own health?
Yeah. And but, you know, they hired Bucky and listened to his press conference. And I was like, okay, give him a shot. And he definitely won me over.
Fair enough. The future seems to be in really, really good hands. Okay. This is the first time I've asked this question, but others around me keep buzzing with this. So with these blue blood openings popping up, should Aggie basketball fans be nervous?
I don't think so. I think he's. I don't see him going anywhere. Especially, you know, he's yet to really prove it on a consistent basis. And so, I mean, for year one, I think A&M really hit, you know, struck it rich in finding this guy. But I think, you know, A&M probably needs to be considering, you know, taking care of him if he has another year like that next year. I can't wait to see what he does in the portal. Can't wait to see what he can do with a whole year and not rushing things. I'm not concerned. As an A&M fan, I'm not concerned about losing him. I think he's a great fit here, and I think he really likes this community. You know, he's told me that he really has kind of, you know, fallen for A&M like A&M is falling for him.
You know, the whole thing about the portal is now fascinating to me. He's shown what he could do with anything. That's how I'm going to sum it up. Yeah. So when he gets a portal player, I know my reaction is actually to not question anything. Just like with Elko. Just like what Elko did with his, you know, first portals, where he was just grabbing what he could, and they weren't in the top 10 at their position, or they were in the top 5, yet Alabama took 1 and 3, and Georgia took 2. So when you give these guys, because they did it right, they're that kind of leeway. You have to give them credit because they earned it. Like, no matter what Bucky does in the portal, I'm going to be like, okay, that's awesome.
Yeah, I trust him. I mean, I trust his talent evaluation, that's for sure. And you know what? Pardon me.
You're getting choked up just thinking about Bucky in the portal. That's beautiful.
Exactly. The feather in the cap is that, you know, he can go out and recruit a portal by saying, hey, you know, we've got a superstar in potentially in Mackenzie Mbako, and he's coming back. And so, I mean, you've got some key pieces coming back, and so it's not like you have to start all the way over, but you can go out and you can get a lot bigger guys. I mean, that's one thing that he's addressed over and over again. They got to get size. You know, loved the way Rashawn Agee played, but you know, Rashawn Agee, if you can find somebody like him who's about 5 or 6 inches taller, then you really got something, right?
Yeah, and I'll tell you another thing. I mean, this is me assuming and just thinking my way through it, but I don't think he ever has to worry on the recruiting trail. He can just tell every player, don't worry about minutes. You know, playing time, right? The money offer is the money offer, so and it all begins there. But then, and don't worry, you have plenty of playing. He can tell that to 10 players. There's plenty of playing time.
Exactly. I mean, the way he substitutes, how fast A&M plays, yeah, it's going to be really fun to see who they get. And you know, I'm curious to see, you know, and we see it. You know, I mean, who they're going to get. You know, I'm sure A&M's got the targets already, but
I hope so.
Oh yeah, and
jeez.
I'm really looking forward to seeing who they get, and you know, from what programs they get, because you know the thing with the NIL is, and yeah, you've addressed it many times about Cinderella not being Cinderella anymore because you know you got this portal, so the mid majors you have really good players there. Well, A&M can go get them, so you're not robbing the big schools. Maybe they saw somebody at St. Mary's. Maybe they saw somebody in the NCAA tournament. Maybe it was at Siena or whatever. So you just never know where they might go to get, you know, really good talent.
I feel like being able to identify players for your system allows you to not overpay for the mid, because you're never going to underpay for the top end. It doesn't work that way. If you're going to get the NBA players you need to make a run in the NCAA tournament, because you can't shortcut that, but then how are you going to get the depth that Bucky Ball needs? Identifying players for your system will allow you to get the depth, but you still got to go get your NBA players.
Yeah, and again, I'm also curious, is like, okay, there were some signs that I saw from Jamie Vincent from time to time where, okay, you know, I mean, he's 6'11", and he's an athlete, right? How much can he improve? Is he coming back? Or do they just say, you know, well, we can get somebody a lot better, a lot more polished already? So, you know, a lot of those things are yet to be determined. You know, I know Zach Clemens, you know, they're going to probably get him back, and you know, Ruben, obviously, how much can he improve? I don't know, but I'm looking forward to seeing, you know, some of these guys who played but still have a lot of room for growth. And you know, I love the effort, love the Marcus Hill and who he was, and Josh Holloway, but you know, Marcus Hill is listed as 6'3". There's no way. I mean, there's no way. I mean, 6'3". That's like me saying I'm 6 foot. No, not going to happen.
No, you're helping me laugh at that one, by the way. Like,
yeah, as many times as Marcus got stuffed underneath the basket, no, he was not 6'3". Nope.
Fair enough. So, Bucky Ball year one, I was asked the grade. I went A, but then I put like 10 pluses next to it. There's no higher grade I could give for year one.
Too. Yeah, it just far exceeded everything that I'd anticipated. And so, the fact that they finished fourth in the league, you know, I go back to my least favorite coach in the SEC, and it's Todd Golden by a long shot now. And when he left the court at A&M, he kind of like did the alligator chop towards the A&M fans, and it just really, you know, I mean, just totally just juvenile, I thought. But I also, when I took a step back, I was like, man, you know what? That was a really big win for them. It meant something that they beat A&M. At that time, Florida and A&M were the top two teams in the SEC, and so. And that was 8 games into the season, right? And so I like look back at that and go, yeah, that really meant something. I never anticipated that Florida beating A&M would really mean as much to Florida as it did. And that was, I mean, just one microcosm of how great this first year was.
How about a quick timeout? Come back. I want to go to the Diamond A&M and talk opening day with one of the people I know loves MLB as much as me.
Let's do it.
Rusty Burson, Aggie historian and author on the D4 Land Services Hotline. It's an every Thursday thing. And to be fair, we just really hang out and we both just really love Aggie sports, kind of like you do too. It's the Louie Bellina Show, presented by CC Electric, Thursday on The Zone.
You can hear the NCAA Tournament, March Madness, on the Zone 1150 AM.
Legendary.
And 93.7 FM.
The Louie Bellina Show. Inside the Charles Schwab studio. But sometimes, like right now, I got friends. They're not with me. They're not inside the Charles Schwab studio. So we head out on the D4 Land Services hotline. And that's where most guests join me, like Rusty Burson, Aggie historian and author, Rusty Burson. Rusty, Aggie Baseball. It's time to start chalking up some dubs. It's time to start, you know, just, I don't know, get a sweep. It's just time to start winning on the weekends. I respect 2 top 10 teams, and they're not a top 10 team. Fair enough. Should have won the OU series. Did not. Fair enough. But it is Missouri. It is revenge time. Let's go just beat some heads in, man.
Yeah, I'm ready for that to happen, too. I need Tadeo and Moss to step it up. You know, obviously playing Missouri, you owe Missouri. They're nowhere in the same realm as the first two opponents that A&M faced in Oklahoma and Georgia. But it is really time the next 2 weeks because you don't get a chance to play teams that are inferior to you very often. But I think in the next 2 weekends, you've got a chance to really make some progress. I think, if they're going to have any chance of hosting a regional and finishing 500 in the SEC, which is where they want to be, I think they need to go 5-1, 4-2 in these next 2 weekends.
Someone this morning was asking me what I think, and I've been saying every day this week, probably once an hour, to the point where I've talked it to death. I want the next 2 weeks so I have a full sampling of data where,
right.
Okay, they're not a top 10 team. Okay. Are they a top 15? Are they top 25? And that's where Missouri, even Vandy, who is a top 10 team, but they're too injured. Mitch Light of the Athletic, who's Vanderbilt, and he's a Vandy guy. Monday let me know the problem with them right now. Why are they not what we expect? They got 6 of their top 10 bullpen guys are on the IL. They're injured, so that's why Vandy's not Vandy right now. So let's get more data to find out what level A&M is before I make any final conclusion. But watching their offense right now, I feel like they could one-dimensionally bash their way to a super and no further. Like, one-dimensional teams can make a super.
Yeah, I don't think this is an Omaha team. I don't think they got the pitching to. I mean, you never know. I mean, it's a long season, and it's probably really unfair of me to say that at this point. But I'd be surprised if this is an Omaha team. I really need to see Moss and Sadeo step it up. I mean, really, Aiden Sims has been the best starting pitcher. I trust Fresh Corn out of the pen. I trust Vargas, but outside of that, I don't really know what's going to happen. I mean, Josh Stewart's been good, but the guy that I have the most trust in out of the bullpen is Fresh Corn, and he can't pitch every game, right?
Yes, and he's been good, but I don't know. I almost expect better at the end. He's been perfect on the Tuesdays, but on the weekends, a little more traffic than I want from my closer.
Sure. But offensively, I mean, God, this team is really, really good.
They can bash their way to a super. They can win any regional with that offense.
Yep. I would agree with that.
Now, it is opening day. And on the Louie Bellina show and the Louie Bellina world, I just third person. MLB opening day is like a holy holiday because I love Major League Baseball. It's the soul of who I am as a sports fan. And college football is my fire. It's the fire. And MLB is the soul. And as such, we celebrate here on the Louie Bellina show. Something I've realized, Rusty, because every day this week I've done so much MLB. Well, it's not prep. Man, I just love Major League Baseball. So I've been reading and looking. I think the Astros or the Rangers are the exact same team. If I've seen the Astros 12, the Rangers are 13. When the Astros are 14, the Rangers are 14. I've seen it broken down by tiers. They're on the exact same tier, and it's the everything breaks their way tier.
Yeah, I think that this is going to be an interesting race because I think either one of those teams can be a wild card team. I don't think both of them can. So it's going to be interesting to see. I mean, first off, I'm not on the Seattle to the World Series bandwagon like so many other people do. I don't think there's any way that Cal Raleigh can have the kind of year he had last year. I mean, that was a career year. I just don't see how he can bash like that. And then I don't know if that pitching is. I mean, their staff is excellent, but I don't know if they can produce the same way. So I'm not giving the Mariners the division by any realm. It's a long season; anything can happen, So, who gets hot? I mean, when you break it down by month, which team can finish over 500 in most every month? Because that's really how you kind of can judge this. It's such a long season, 162. But if you break it down month by month, can the Astros and Rangers be over 500? And can they? And if you do that every month, then you're going to have a chance to be a playoff team. Because I think I'm guessing that 85, 86 wins get you into the playoffs this year.
I agree. You know what it is? Cal Raleigh. Okay, he hit 60. That's a high number. No, folks, that was historical. He hit the most ever by a catcher, most ever by a switch hitter. He's not going to repeat history, break history again. Let's say it's 41-42, which would be phenomenal for a catcher and switch hitter. Again, where are they going to make up 18 to 19 home runs in the lineup? Him dropping off and struggling to hit 41 home runs. Oh, no, the sky is falling. is a significant torpedo to their offense.
Yeah, I agree. And Julio Rodriguez is great, but he's not a guy who's going to carry your offense either. I mean, I just don't see it, and so we'll see. I mean, I'm certainly have been wrong many times, but
what?
I don't think that the Mariners are going to run away with this thing by any means.
When was the last time you were wrong? Come on, man.
Well, I thought that A&M Houston would be a really close game.
Oh, yeah, you were wrong. Okay. 979-693-1150. Text message number. Text me, text Rusty, 979-693-1150.
Hey, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Give me your Astros breakout player. That's somebody that you expect to really break out.
Okay, I'm not supposed to be laughing, but you understand the laugh part is completely 2,000,000%. I don't know who's going to be healthy enough to survive to be a breakout player. I mean, okay, so the whole Astros season was predicated on if healthy then.
Right.
And yesterday the announcement was 3 of their top 5 bullpen guys are on the 60-day IL.
That's all. Yuck.
Okay? So
yeah.
That's where I am as an Astros fan. That's how we're starting the season. They don't have any young players to break out. Everyone they're starting like young is considered 27. So Cam Smith, we already know him. He can't break out because he's back from last year. But you know what? Maybe it's Cam Smith. But he's already been a year, and he was the breakout player last year who never broke out. I mean, you were asking, bizarrely, one of the toughest questions in the world if you're an Astros fan. Altuve can't break out. He's 59.
Yeah, I mean, exactly right.
Who's going to be the breakout player for that? Christian Walker was signed. He's 38 years old. He can't break out anymore. He had a bust last year. If Yordan Alvarez stays healthy for a year, he's going to be the comeback player of the year in the American League.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
It's so insane, man.
Well, that's what excites me about the Rangers, because I think Evan Carter's finally healthy. And if he can be the Evan Carter we saw in 2023 in a limited time, I mean, he's electric. And I really am excited about Josh Smith at second base. He finally gets to play there. I think he's a major upgrade offensively from Simeon. I don't know if he can be nearly as good defensively, but I'll take my chances. So there's a couple guys, and then I think Wyatt Langford just going to continue to improve. And talk about a veteran. I'm really excited that they added Andrew McCutchen, because then if
made the roster.
Yeah, if Jock Peterson doesn't hit, then Andrew McCutchen can hit. Now they got him to hit lefties, but it takes a lot of the pressure off of, hey, is Jock Peterson going to be what he was, or is he going to be as awful as he was last year? Because if he is, then I want to see McCutchen be the DH every day.
You know what's always so weird to me? How come players just disappear? Because, it's like, could he be X or Y? Why is there never X and a half?
Yeah,
How come
exactly.
players just can't drop off a bit? It's off a cliff or all-stars? Like, it always blows my mind.
Yeah, well, Jock was off a cliff last year. I mean, he was hard to watch. Oh, he was hard to watch.
Oh, okay. Opening day is here. Astros 3:10 like first pitch. Got the Angels, Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim County United, whatever they are. Hunter Brown gets the start. And you're opening up in Philadelphia, right?
Yeah, Nathan Eovaldi on the hill. And, it'll be fun. The worst fans in all the land.
Don't talk about Ranger fans that way.
I'm talking about Philly. It.
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, that's. But I mean, the Phillies fans aren't as bad as the Eagles. The Eagles fans are the ones that are just terrible. But they boo Santa there.
You being an MLB fan and a historian will appreciate this. This is always part of the opening week, opening day, but MLB's most unbreakable records, and it's a sport that history, myth, statistics, no sport comes close. So here are the nominees, okay?
Okay, one.
Most complete games. Cy Young threw 749 complete games.
Yeah, that'll never be touched.
Cal Ripken Jr., 2,632 straight games played.
Never be touched.
Most hits in a season, Ichiro, had 262.
I'm not saying that's untouchable.
Strikeouts, Nolan Ryan, 5,714 strikeouts.
Never touched because of the arm injuries. It's a long season, and I know anything can happen, but I just saw Paul Skeens got pulled in the first inning, 2/3 of an inning, 37 pitches, and he got pulled, giving up 5 runs to the Mets.
Wow, I didn't see that.
Yeah, I mean, Paul Skeens. I mean, they were giving him the Cy Young before the season started.
They are going to cancel the World Baseball Classic.
Yes, exactly right. But so anything can happen. 2/3 of an inning. I hope the guy's not hurt because that'd be horrific.
MLB's most unbreakable records. I'll throw some of these at you rapid on the firing. But Ricky Henderson, 1,406 career steals.
There's no one like Ricky, especially in Ricky's own mind.
Ricky be Ricky. 191 RBIs in a season. Hack Wilson.
The game is so different. No one's touching Hack.
36 triples in a season. I've never heard of the player, and I'll just admit it. Chief Wilson.
I've never heard of Chief Wilson either. Hopefully he played for the Indians.
You can, the Guardians. 232. Isn't that right? You're a former player 20 years ago and you realize, wait a minute, I can't sell my jerseys anymore. 232 walks in a season. Barry Bonds.
Yeah, I can't see that being touched. I wonder how many of those were intentional. I bet you 100 were intentional.
Easy. I'm serious. Easy. 177 runs scored in a season. Babe Ruth.
Yeah, I don't think that one's being touched either.
4,256 career hits. Pete Rose.
No one. I mean, Pete Rose got out of bed with a base hit. I mean, that guy was a machine.
We got 2 more nominees. This is MLB's most unbreakable records. 6,856 career total bases. Hank Aaron.
Wow.
And a 56-game hitting streak. You know who it is. It's Joe D.
Never touched. That one to me might be the most amazing. 56 straight games with a hit. I mean, I play that game all the time. Like, you have to pick one player in all Major League Baseball to get a hit. Like, it sounds easy, right? Just pick out one guy to get a hit. Do it for 56 straight days, and you win $1 million. You know the farthest I've ever gotten?
How far have you gotten? 23?
I got to 20. Yep.
Not even sniffing the 50s.
No. It's really, really hard. I mean, it's just like, you can pick any single player in all the major leagues, and I look at who they're facing and their ERA and the righty versus lefty, and I can't get past 20. That's 56 real hits in a row is just, to me, unbelievable.
Rusty, be awesome. Enjoy the games of the upcoming weekend. Good luck in your chase for 56 or higher.
Hey, and this is a beautiful day because you got afternoon baseball, and then you've got the NCAA tournament. This is one of those glorious sports days. It's
when you realize spring sports are the best almost. It doesn't beat college football on a Saturday necessarily, but spring sports rock too.
Exactly.
Be awesome, brother. Rusty Burson, Aggie Historian and author on the D4 Land Services hotline. If you ever need, forestry mulching, pond construction, a metal building, d4landservices.com. Land cleared, land excavated, land fixed. Look up d4landservices.com. I'll be right back. It is the Louie Bellina Show, Thursday on The Zone.
Sign up for the Zone newsletter at zone1150.com. And don't miss out on a chance to win $5,000 in the Money Machine.
The Louie Bellina Show, presented by CC Electric, built on faith, family, and community. That's CC Electric, residential, commercial, industrial services. CC Electric. Time now, as promised. I mean, maybe you weren't with me all day and you have no idea I promised. Yes, I put it in the Zone newsletter, which Monday through Friday, 8 a.m., you can get the Zone newsletter emailed to you because that's when it pops up is 8 a.m. And in the Zone newsletter, Louie Bellina Show, TexAgs Live, Chip Howard Sports Talk. You get the complete lineup for the day. Gives you info. Hey, when are they giving away stuff? Cool. Also, updates on oh, they're doing Troubadour tickets. They're doing Chili Fest tickets, tickets to the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. Hey, what's going on the Zone tonight? Like, we have Astros baseball, 2:40 pregame, 3:10 first pitch, thanks to Kelly Burt Dozer on Willie 1550 AM this afternoon. It's opening day. We've got here on the Zone tonight, starting at 6 o'clock, going all night long, the Sweet 16 begins. Tomorrow night, Sweet 16, all thanks to Westwood One Sports. If you get the Zone newsletter, you know all this. We give you links in the Zone newsletter too. I can register here. I can learn more info here. Community calendar, part of the Zone newsletter daily. You can sign up at zone1150.com. It's so quick and simple and easy. And by the way, the Zone newsletter is easy lifting. It's not a mini Bible. It's not 500 pages long. It's simple, quick, get you caught up to date on your favorite shows, Zone contests, Zone events, things in our community. Sign up at zone1150.com. Time now. Back to that as promised. A&M football had their pro day yesterday. Probably know that. We're Aggie football fans here. Some of the players met with the media after, and here is Le'Veon Moss. Well, there was almost Le'Veon Moss. Let's do that again.
I can showcase what I can do.
I know you didn't run in Indianapolis.
Yes, sir.
Did you feel like you were at 100% ready to run, and did you feel good about the way you ran?
I'm not sure about the way I ran. I don't really know, but I feel confident that I did good. I waited to pro day because I felt like I wasn't healthy enough at the combine, so I waited to pro day.
What's this recovery process been like for you, and just what's kept you going and just through
kept me going? Just ready to get back playing ball, man. I came back for the playoff game, but kind of missed it after a certain amount of plays, so just ready to get back on the field.
Feel like yourself again?
Yeah, a little bit. I feel like I could need a little more rehab and a little more physical therapy, but it felt good. It felt good to be back on the field, being active.
What have you got coming up as far as just workouts, conversations? You have lined up?
Probably like meetings with a couple Zoom calls with coaches. Really trying to rehab and get back healthy, fully healthy.
What do you think your career would have looked like if you'd been able to avoid injuries?
Film don't lie. I mean, y'all watch me play, so y'all. I'm pretty sure y'all know what it would have been. No disrespect.
None taken.
Yes, sir.
Any top 30 visits planned?
I don't know at the moment, but I'm pretty sure they're coming.
Is there one team in particular you see yourself playing for?
Everybody, I'm just playing. Man, nah, just whoever come get me, just know you're gonna get the best player, best version of me, and best player.
When you get feedback from other teams, what do they tell you what they like about you?
Every team I done talked to, they pretty much say they like the way I run the rock, man. Very aggressive, run with a lot of anger, vision, power.
And do they ever say anything that they want you to work on?
I work on, but they I ain't really have like much film with me catching out the backfield, so that's probably what they mainly talk about the most.
Like, as a player, you maybe watch a lot of tape over the NFL or model your game after?
Model my game after, not really anybody recent, but I model my game after AP, Adrian Peterson. That's right.
What did just being able to be out here at Pro Day mean to you as far as a career milestone?
Career milestone, man. It felt good because at one point I thought I wasn't going to be able to even participate in Pro Day or the Combine. So, I was very grateful to get the invite to the Combine, even though I didn't do anything, but I came to showcase my skills at Pro Day. So,
how hard was the work to get to be able to be ready for the day?
The work, man, long, hard, tough days trying to get back to being normal.
Any plans for draft weekend?
Nah, man, just waiting on that phone call, man.
Who would teams get EJ and Amari? Who would teams get EJ Smith and Amari Davies?
What would they get?
Yeah.
Man, get some good backs, man. Our room was dogs. I'm telling you, like, from the youngest to the oldest, everybody was ballers,
When you think back your time at A&M, what kind of jumps out to you as your favorite memory, favorite thing you kind of remember?
Favorite thing I kind of remember, the Notre Dame game this past year. It was kind of like a special game for me. Not special, but it was like, I always remember that game.
And what did your time at A&M mean to you overall?
My time at A&M, man, it was very special. Felt like home from work from home for sure. I love it here. It was different from where I grew up, so very quiet and peaceful.
What do you think it'll feel like next month to hear your name called in the draft? Where will you be and who will you be with?
Man, my family, my kids, my mom. I'll probably be back in Baton Rouge for draft day, but pretty excited about it. Yeah. Yes, sir.
I know you show a lot of love to your boys. How much have they been aware of just this whole process and what their excitement level of dad playing pro might mean to them?
They might not know exactly what's going on yet, but my oldest, all he been telling me right now, he want to learn how to play football. So that's gonna be one of my things to do outside of being on the field,
Anything else?
Well, I have a question. You originally committed to play Alabama, but Texas A&M. Looking back now, any regrets or you think this was right?
No, ma'am. I love it here. I'm very excited I chose to be here.
How old is your oldest son? 4.
He turned 5 in September, and my youngest turned 2 April 26th. So.
Right there around draft day.
That wraps up A&M Football Pro Day, Le'Veon Moss. I got one more for you. And a lot of players. Torian York was there. Albert Regis. I mean, there's 23 Aggies in total, but many of them met with the media afterwards. E.J. Smith spoke with the media. One more that I wanted to listen to. We can't listen to all, but Tyler Onyedim. Yesterday was Wednesday. Ooh, I'm good. And Tony Catalina of the Austin American-Statesman. He, yesterday, Wednesday, was with me in the Charles Schwab studio. And I asked him who would be the dark horse, Aggie for the NFL draft. And Tyler Onyedim. And that's from the people that Tony talked to. He knows some NFL scouts. He talks to others. And Tyler Onyedim was, I say again, the dark horse Aggie draft pick, where if you see him round 6, according to your favorite expert, well, he's probably round 4. Like a couple of rounds better to NFL people than any of the draft people you pick. Here's a listen in with him.
I feel good, showing the scouts, what I can do, my athleticism, showing the way I can move and stuff like that. So it felt good.
Are there any marks you really wanted to meet and you feel like you met those?
I knew I had to just run fast, look good. So times don't really matter to me, man. I play ball, so I feel good.
With all the states, do you actually have an opportunity to kind of enjoy this a pro day when it's going on?
Yeah, for sure. Getting back with your old teammates and stuff like that has been a blessing. It's been good to see old faces and stuff like that. So yeah, it's been real fun.
What's your next little bit like? Have you had any conversations with any teams yet or anything on the schedule?
Yeah, for sure. I have some 30-day visits on the line. I have like 4. So yeah, that should be fun. Yes, sir.
Who are they with?
I know I got one with the Panthers, the Texans, Chargers, and the Cardinals. Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool. Like, you didn't get to play with Nick Squirt, but
yeah, no, that would be fun. 11 on 11. For me, 11 and 11. Facts. That'd be fun.
How involved is Coach Elko with been in the draft?
No, he's been great. Reaching out to us and stuff like that, seeing how we're doing, see what he could do for us. So yeah, he's been amazing. He's been great.
You kind of mentioned this has been a moment for you to reconnect with some of those teammates. I know we've all seen Casey out there just having the time of his life.
Yeah.
Just talking to everyone. What has it been like being able to see him?
It's been great. Casey's a dog, man. So it's been great to see him. I ain't seen him in a long time. Last time I seen him was in the combine. So it was good to see him again. So yeah.
Did you notice the stuff he was saying afterwards about just trying to be an encouragement to people that may have speech impediments?
Nah, for sure. Nah, man. When I seen that, that's really good for him, and for people that have those speech impediments and stuff like that. So when I seen that, I was real happy for him. Him getting recognized for that and stuff like that. So that's a blessing for him. That's great.
What have you been working on the last 3 months? I mean, obviously you did some stuff at the combine. Now you're doing some stuff.
Yeah.
Was there anything that you really focused on after the season ended?
Sure. I mean, my explosiveness. I know I've been explosive, but I'm not God, so I'm not perfect. So obviously, just working on everything. That's been great. That's what I've been doing, just working on everything. My jumping, my running, my lifting, how strong I could get. So yeah.
Where did you train?
I trained at Exos Plano. Yes, sir. Right across the street.
You had a big week at the Shrine Bowl. Did you see any uptick in interest after that week?
Yeah, not for sure. I've seen a lot. A lot of from my agent told me that, a lot of teams, like the way I played at the Shrine Bowl. Some scouts told me as well. Yeah, so it's been great.
Dayon, Cassius, and Albert all on the D-line out there working. What would a team get with either of those guys?
We all going to get dogs. All 4 of us, we're going to be straight dogs. I feel like, we got after it this year. It showed in our record. That Miami game, I still wish I could get that back. But, it is what it is. We got to move on. But I feel like, they're going to get dogs. Any 4 of us go to their team, they're going to get dogs, for sure.
What feedback have you gotten about scheme fit and what people think about just they see you across the line?
Yeah, they see me, playing, all the scheme fits. I played at Iowa State for 4 years, so I was in the 3-down a lot. So they see me, they see film of that. They got some 3-down film here too, also, and then obviously that 4-down. They see that, so they see me any scheme. Shoot, I told them boys come get me. I can play anywhere. So yeah.
To play 2 different schemes, how beneficial do you think that was for you to show that you can kind of play all around?
Nah, that I feel like that helped me a lot. Showing that versatility that I could play anywhere on the line, to the 0, to the 5, shoot to the 9 if you need me to. So I can play anywhere on the line. So that's been great.
Is that why you came to A&M specifically for that, or what?
Yeah, I just wanted to show 4-down film. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't really have no 4-down film, so I wanted to show 4-down film. I wanted to use my explosiveness, for 1 year and see how I could play out. I feel like it played out good, so yeah.
That wraps up our listen in Tyler Onyedim from the A&M Football Pro Day. Before that was Le'Veon Moss. When we come back, man, we got to say bye. It's been a great day. And yeah, I know, maybe I'm getting carried away, but I know we've had fun today on the Louie Bellina Show, presented by CC Electric here on The Zone.
Start your Sunday mornings with the best week ever from ESPN Radio. Yes! Listen in from 6 to 9 on The Zone 1150 AM and 93.7 FM.